Hello. So today we are going to be talking about lubricants. Yep, these are really important products for us as women in our sexual health that we are going to likely need at different phases in our life. So we definitely want to know a little bit about it. As a pelvic physical therapist, I use lubricant daily in my office for pelvic floor muscle assessments and treatment. And we definitely talk about lubricant a lot globally within the pelvic health community. So I want to share some pearls with you. So we're going to talk about three things. What are the main categories of these products? When in our life should we definitely have some lubricant on hand? And then thirdly, how do we shop for them to be a better, wiser consumer? So number one, the main categories are water-based or oil-based. There's going to be pros and cons to them. Water-based is usually cleaner. It doesn't leave a mess. I like this one. It's called Slippery Stuff. I get it on Amazon in a giant bottle, but they sell it in smaller amounts. This one is paraben and glycerin free. It works really well. It does what it says. It's slippery, and it's tolerated by most all of my patients. Then there's going to be oil-based, and there's going to be a lot of brands of these, but it can be even as simple as organic fractionated coconut oil. Now, the pros to this is because it's oil-based, it's going to be even more moisturizing. But the cons is it's usually going to sometimes stain sheets, and it can just be a little bit more messy. Also, it can be more runny and not stay where we want it to stay. And then there is even just straight up aloe vera gel for people that are really sensitive with their tissues. And then the bonus, the new category that's come out in the last couple years as CBDs become more popular. Yes, it's made its way into the lubricant category. So this one, if you can see, is one that has some great reviews, especially for women that have pelvic pain. They will use this, and it instructs us to use it about 15 minutes before intimacy to start working, and there's a lot of reviews on their website that say that women have much less pelvic pain when they use a CBD-based lubricant. So there are times in our life that we definitely want to have a lubricant on hand. If you are pregnant, know that in your postpartum phase, you're going to have more dryness in your vaginal tissues because your estrogen is going to be lower. This will continue through to the time that you are finished nursing. So estrogen being lower, you're going to have more vaginal dryness, and sex can be uncomfortable, sometimes purely because of dryness. And then in the perimenopause and the menopause transition, as our estrogen drops again, this is going to create more dryness in our vaginal tissues and can really lead to a lot of skin and tissue irritation and sometimes even breakdown. So we want to be really talking about our vaginal tissue health with our doctors, pelvic therapists. Make sure we're communicating if we have dryness and irritation. We might need to use daily moisturizers for this. And then after we've had a hysterectomy, certainly if your ovaries have been taken as well, that estrogen is going to be dropped. So for the time that you've had that hysterectomy and beyond, we definitely want lubricant for you. So the drier the tissue, the more likely oil-based is going to be better for you. If you have generally good hormones and not too dry, the water-based is going to work better for you. So now when you shop for this, I would definitely say don't go straight to your local Target or drugstore to buy lubricant. I just perused the store recently, and I found that the main brands that we've all been aware of for years are still the strongholds on those shelves. I didn't see any organic products when I looked. So that's where we often as consumers probably want to go to either a specialty sexual health store that has lots of expertise in this, or go straight to the internet to buy yours. Be able to see the ingredients on your product, make sure you can read the ingredients or look them up. We don't want to see things like phthalates, parabens, glycerin, in our lubricant. Our vaginal tissue is highly absorbent, and a lot of the chemicals that go in through the vaginal tissue go straight into the bloodstream. It also can disrupt our pH balance that is unique to our vaginal tissues, as well as our microbiome within that area. So you've got your water-based, your oil-based. There's times in our life that we definitely want to have some on hand to make sexual intimacy much more comfortable. And then we just want to be able to look at the back of the bottles, look at the ingredient list, look for the most organic and more pure ingredients, and we're likely going to be better for it. So if you have any questions for me, go ahead and reach out. Talk to your OBGYN about their favorite products as well. And if you have any more questions, reach out to me. Thanks.